Welcome back to Plus 2 on Block here at the Southern Fried Gaming Expo. I'm the Tank.
Joined by Dogi Sandwich, and we're bringing you the Tekken 7 to close things out here. How have you been doing today, man?
I'm tired, but I had a good day.
Okay.
Not a good day as far as tournament results go.
Yeah, really?
But I had a good time.
That's all that matters, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, you just drove up here today. Been enjoying your time here so far, or did you just come right in and sit down and commentate?
No, well, I did come in and sit down and commentate for the most part. That was a couple hours ago for Street Fighter. Other than that, I've been able to walk around, go over to the main hall, see all the pinball cabs they have in there. I haven't gotten time to get a game in yet. Probably going to get some afterward, but we got to catch up with that later because we got some Tekken. We got winter semis. Pleasant Man.
Man Jin, he's been at this for a while, ever since I knew him anyway. And Shinkur recognized the name, but Julia new to me.
Really? He is the resident Julia fan.
Is he?
Yes, he was not really interested in Tekken 7 in the beginning since Julia wasn't in there. He settled for Nina, if I remember correctly, but for as long as he's been around, like Julia, ever since he ventured from Street Fighter 4, it's been the Julia show.
Well, I was about to say 30 seconds in and pretty even, but Pleasant Man just hit with some of those solid Jin kick pokes.
Yeah, he got clipped for some sloppy movement, I want to believe. I don't want to think he was really meaning to be up in the air, but he's still able to hold on. 15 seconds left on the clock. Any solid poke will take it. Not the low, though. Not if it gets blocked. Double down.
All right.
And the bow and arrow.
Pleasant Man not watching his ankles. Getting picked up by them lows. Oh, sidestep electric.
Yeah, man.
Get this optimization and some pressure.
Good caught swinging a little too far. Sidestep to the right from Shinku. Gives him a nice equalizer there. Actually took the lead about half a bar.
Oh. Whoa, dude, what an interesting move.
Yep. Gets a free back turn. I don't know what else you get behind it. I don't know if you get something guaranteed or just a guaranteed 50-50, but
interesting stuff. This could be it. Yeah, Jin damage, no joke. This guy converts off of everything. He's got a lot of good counter hit launchers from the neutral, especially the notorious forward four. Pleasant Man's put in enough work. He can confirm off of that pretty reliably.
Sidestep again, not really finding anything there.
That down two, misinput electric. Trying to English right here. It's kind of hard.
And you see Shinku keeps fiending with the forward too. Like, that's one of the things people like about Julia. A lot of people said that there wasn't a good mid-poke in this game until Julia came to be. Now, people fear that.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's like not the most damaging thing, but it's really good for keeping people in check. Yeah, I know I moved this here, but I also didn't like hearing people in my ear on the side. So
I hear you about that.
It's hard to concentrate.
But all right. Pleasant Man.
Round 4. Fight.
Pleasant Man made up for that drop combo there with the low parry to close out the round. Got a good hit in there at the beginning, but Shinkur do it a quick 55. And now 60, it looks like.
Jeez.
Look at that confirm. Oh, drops it.
You were saying.
Commentator's curse. That's typical.
Mm-hmm.
Good punish right there. The down forward 1-4.
Low again. Is it enough? No. And
try to go for the Oki there with the forward 3.
Right. But couldn't find anything.
All right. Ducks under. Julia is a real interesting character, man.
Why you say that?
She seems very evasive.
Yeah.
She seems to have solid pressure, great mix-ups, and fantastic neutral tools.
Cans as well.
Yes, cans.
That's a third of his life right there in the stomp. Whew.
Shinkur, going to be able to kill off of this, but probably didn't want to put Pleasant Man in rage. Jin with rage is pretty darn scary.
I mean, you got to go through it at some point in time. It's not like you can really take it away from somebody unless you have the most solid combo from like half health. So it'd be like that.
Yeah.
Either way, Shinkur was pretty good at closing that out. Pretty solid. But where are we going now?
Pleasant Man electing to choose his stage. That's the new TWT rules, I believe.
The only thing he's looking for is some walls.
Absolutely. Jin thrives with walls, and dealing with Julia, and Shinkur in particular, I thought his backwards movement and whip punishing game was fantastic. Maybe Pleasant Man is going to try and put some pressure by limiting his movement options.
Yeah.
And Jin wall damage as well. That's some good stuff right there.
Yeah, man. And as long as he's able to really hold his ground, he'll find quite a few opportunities for that. And depending on how he gets positioned on the wall, like there will be times where he'll take some options away from him because a lot of Shinkyu's defense have been the sidestep. So you get him parallel, make it to where the only way he could step is like your strong side, electric side, get cleaned up.
Pleasant Man probably going to look all right. I thought he was going to go for some sidesteps right, but Shinkor countered that with his own sidestep left, trying to make the stage as long as possible. This stage in particular is a very interesting one. It's incredibly long one way,
right,
but on the other, you know, you're doing ground knockdowns and getting people from one wall to the other. Makes it one of the more scary stages to play on, depending on your character.
So it's a rectangle.
It is a very long and narrow rectangle. Different from, well, I think Mishima Dojo is probably the next closest one, but it's almost a square.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
I like all these blocks on the down back 4. That's huge. Jin frequently wants to go to that as a low poke. Misses his wave dash in. What's going on, Pleasant Man?
Either way, he still has decent positioning until he got backed up by good old high. Trade just left in the middle. Luckily, nobody got corrupted. Yeah. I think that's 4-4-4-1, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right.
Running one. It's a high bow with a lot of pushback. That's the most important thing about it. It's one thing that, like, you get so much knockback on hit, but it's good for just repossessing the space.
You create a lot of whiff punish opportunities, and you gain the space from it. So I'm a big fan of moves like that. Oh, no punish.
Didn't have the spacing for it. He might have missed the input.
Very possible. It's unfortunate wall splat right there.
Finding his way in again with 4-4-2, but just trying to poke away. You see, he doesn't want to go anywhere near the walls, doesn't want to go out of the rage. You said it's dangerous.
I don't think that. It's 13 frames. That's a punish, I guess. Man. That's tied for the fastest rage art in the game. So I'm going to assume that was a punish anyway. Like I said, I'm not.
It's a 3D character that just did 2 mids. It ain't safe. And he's found a couple of those 4s that go in his stance, but hasn't got a counter hit crumple for it lately. He only had 1 at the end of the first game, but it wasn't a game that he could take.
Shinkor seems to be very aware of that spacing.
Right.
Choosing to just move when he's in it.
Not that spacing, though.
I was just about to say earlier that I don't think that Pleasant Man has found any electricity in neutral yet. He's been counterpoked out of him, but there you go.
And it's the one that sets him up for break point.
Final round right here.
Could be. Because
of this game.
Fair enough. Ooh, okay.
And it's looking real good for Shinkor right now. That's punish. What's the Oki?
Just going mid again, taking the trade. You really got to shake your hand. Did you see that look?
Yeah.
It looked like he didn't really want to be bothered with him, but
I was like, I figured you out. We're good.
With that.
Well, good stuff to Shinkor. He's going to be sitting in winners finals now. That was winners semis, right?
Right.
We'll see Pleasant Man again before long, or he may play off stream. I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of this tournament.
No telling. Just got to wait and see who we have to bring up to our Southern Fried Gaming Expo.
Dude, this is my first SFG, and it's been a pretty cool time. I know I've spent most of it here at the data area, just hanging out with friends, which is a good time in itself, but a couple times I've ventured out. There's a lot of neat stuff out here.
What's your favorite?
Okay,
other than a random Ling, what's your favorite?
I'm a huge pinball fan.
Okay.
I've been forever. I don't know why, since I exist in the era of modern video games. But I found a Pinbot machine.
Yes.
Pinbot is so dope.
I was actually walking out of the exhibition hall earlier, or the exhibit hall, excuse me, when they were rolling it in.
Really?
Yeah, man. I haven't had a chance to sit down and play it today. It's been a long time since I played Pinbot.
It's a great one.
It's a classic.
Absolutely. And it's funny you say classic like that. Where I first encountered the machine was on a Wii Pinball Classics collection.
What?
Yeah. I was
Like-
playing pinball on a video game console of some of the greatest pinball machines ever, and that one was in there.
I still have the NES card for it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Yo, get your man back here.
Say what?
You see a kill over there? Get your man back here.
He's flexing the Data shirt. We're good. Kind of cute. Oh, he turned around too. Yo, do the Akuma pose. Do a
not-
demon on somebody.
He's not about that life. You don't know about that. They don't have that in this game.
Oh my God.
They don't have that in this game.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. You
Yeah,
got
they do.
Ryu in this game and a Ken. They don't got no Akuma in there.
Akuma. Speaking of Akuma, did you hear that he was like the lowest picked character at the last major?
That sounds reasonable. We're talking about in Tekken, right?
Yeah, in Tekken.
That sounds reasonable. Because here's something that kind of got lost in translation with the idea of putting Akuma and Geese into Tekken. Like, the whole idea was supposed to be to bring 2D players into 3D, right? And to get them kind of acclimated to playing Tekken. But if you wanted to play Tekken, didn't you kind of want to play the Tekken characters anyway? Did you really want to play 2D and 3D?
I think that's true, but also there were a lot of traditional Tekken players who did pick up the 2D characters. Geese, obviously, he's very strong.
Yeah.
You can't look at the game and say that he's not strong.
Yeah.
But Akuma, he has all that situational damage.
Right.
He's got strong pressure. He's got great pokes. Maybe his counter hit game is weaker than like Geese's or Eliza's maybe, and he's not as evasive. But
Why are we even talking about Eliza? We don't talk
I
about
had a
it.
discussion
Okay.
with a friend last week. He said, well, maybe Eliza's not trash. I was like, oh, how do you gather? He's like, has Chanel ever played a bad character?
That is pretty reasonable.
Eliza is evasive. She has disjointed pokes with her fireballs.
Okay.
She has EX moves and the FADC, which is a mix-up tool.
Okay.
She has the dive kick. Jumping back is very strong, gets you out of a lot of mids and lows.
Right.
All I'm saying is Eliza may be pretty good.
The only thing I have is she's from Tekken Revolution. We don't talk about it.
Anyway, here's one of my favorite characters in the game, Horong against another one of my favorites. Shout out to Lil Majin. Mito King versus Spillage?
Yeah, Spillage.
Okay, I missed the I in there, I guess. Spillage Horong.
The Matrix. We haven't really seen it so far, but something that'll be very prevalent as we go further throughout the match. Just taking a trade, simple.
Yeah, that
jab
one,
trade
just
going to
from
Spillage.
glancing at it, that round looked like it was mostly pokes.
Yeah.
Horong didn't get a chance to run those mix-ups or anything.
Didn't need him. But he might need to find his way back to
Plasma
this
blade.
because, he's getting lit up in round 2. Jeez.
7 gold letters.
I mean, that was 11 seconds.
Yeah. King can run that bus-ass train.
Looking forward again.
Little break.
Oh, and I mean, he had to start for the
Drops it.
anti-air conversion, but just wasn't ready for it.
That's one of the harder things to do with Horong. His strings, when he gets into flamingo stance, just put him in weird places.
Right.
Certainly possible to convert off of it, but Spillage, I'm sure he's comfortable, but that's hard. Good break again. No giant swing for you. Safe, but takes the mix up afterward. Ooh, what you hitting buttons for?
Just trying desperately to get away. You saw, thought he could stand up and hit the deck looking for the low, but the mid was taking round 3.
Oh, misses the conversion there.
Yeah, like his poke game was really strong in the first round, but because of a couple of drops in round 2 and round 3, it wasn't looking good for Spillage so far. Another one getting cleaned up out of hop kick, big knee. That's to the wall.
A
Break.
little wall combo right there.
That's
The
not
mix up.
breakable wall. And the spacing, I like that. Not showing like the strongest Korean backdash, but just any backward movement just to let himself air himself out. 2 to the dome piece.
He needs it. You got to use those long legs of Horongs and the wave dash a little bit for movement.
Yeah.
You need that space to recollect yourself because King is a monster when he's in your face. And we saw right there another drop combo, just leading to a wake up rage or rage drive rather.
It's unfortunate.
Good break.
Nobody's been thrown yet, right?
I heard that skyrocket. What were you doing that for?
Because he's a brave man. So, like, I'm serious. I don't think anybody's been thrown yet in this. Like, no matter what we say about
Yeah,
the
we saw a
conversions
throw.
and everything.
We saw a throw to end the second round
Okay.
of the first game.
But with all the attempts, that's like the only one, right?
Oh yeah, this is fantastic work. Man,
Yeah, that seems to just be status quo for Spillage at this point. Like, finds the hits, finds counter hits and everything, but just can't go all the way down. He's left so much damage on the table.
when your reward per hit is less damage and less knockdowns than your opponent, you're not going to find a victory.
Nah.
Wakes up, blocking low, gets hit by the mid. Scary stuff right here for Spillage. And got hit in part of a KBD maybe?
And that was just about half.
Reclaims the middle of the stage though. Good stuff. Nito seems very comfortable with Hwoarang's strings.
Right.
I like that duck earlier, and now just taking his turn. That's it. All right. Nito looking real strong right there. Spillage, of course, not doing himself any favors.
No, not really. Again, he had quite a few opportunities that were just left on the table.
Oh, yeah.
But along with that, it was just kind of hard to really break Nito, especially when he has enough of a read to see the low coming at the end of the round, clean it up with the low parry. So
I'll tell you what, that stage also, if you'll notice, he didn't go for a stage change of
Right.
a loss. That's one of the strongest stages for Hwoarang. If you break that wall, you do this flip kick thing, down forward 3+4.
the soccer kick.
Yeah, the soccer kick. Flip them over, and you put them one mix-up to a wall break, again, on the lower part.
Huh.
So Hwoarang likes that stage. You just got to not drop your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Sad to see.
Absolutely.
But with that, that's going to leave our winners finals as Shinku R versus Nito.
And I think next, I don't know. I should really pull the bracket up. I always do this.
Should already have it ready, man.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have something deep in losers bracket, and following them, we'll come back to winners finals.
Yo, you try to sit down and
Or we're going to go winners finals right now.
no, this isn't winners finals, because that's Spillage.
Oh, right. I'm crazy.
Ooh, okay. This is going to be a little worthwhile for me to get to see what's happening with the Macon crew.
Oh, you got a Macon player up here?
There is a Macon player up here. Don't say y'all got, because I'm from Warner Robins.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a Macon player up here?
Middle Georgia overall. We'll take Middle Georgia, but
All right.
yeah, man. We got a Middle Georgia player.
Oh,
up
that's
here.
why you're a teacher. You got your geography down.
Yeah, man. But this is O.H. Hutch from the Reboot Gaming Barcade crew. Came up from Macon. Just came up by himself, sadly, because they're like a good 10, 15 people deep down there. But he's the only one who can really find time to come up to the Southern Fried Gaming Expo. And he's going to see if he can kick Spillage while he's down.
Tell you what, Spillage's loss, I don't know if he had time to really reflect right there.
He really did. He was going to sit down over on a setup and I guess maybe press some buttons and recollect himself, but he got yanked right back on stage. So he literally did not have time to think about it.
The TO unblockable.
Yeah. And he's going to be going against Xiao Yu.
I'm sure he's going to scroll over to Zhao Yu, but
Unless he
a
has some,
Gigas pick would be so sick.
unless he has some character I've never heard of. Yeah, Xiao Yu.
Man, Gigas may be bad, but I love watching him work. That's just me with any bad grappler.
Oh, man. That boy Tony Chapter.
You ever watch FAB Potemkin?
Yes, I
Oh
have.
my god, it's so sick.
Yeah. Gigas don't have that kind of flair, though.
I don't know, man. When I watch somebody just tremble and keep walking back, put themselves against the wall, don't know what to do, which they shouldn't be scared of in the first place.
Yeah.
It's so nice. All right, this is probably a Zhao Yu favored stage. Hwoarang's wall damage is probably the best in the game. That being said, they both have great movement tools, great evasiveness, and still pretty good damage without a wall.
But is he ready for the offense?
Did you see that reset right there?
Yeah, man.
He might not know. Zhao Yu, Tekken 7 being one of the most popular fighting games right now.
Right.
There are people exposed to more matchups than ever, and you generally don't have somebody who's winning just because their character's unknown. But still, in the local communities, it might not be unreasonable to have not seen a character once or twice.
That is true, especially on with the tune of a double perfect going so far, looking for a triple. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, and this is something I was going to throw out when it happens, I do know that Hutch has a Hwoarang that he plays in Make It.
Oh.
So he should have some experience with this. But with the way things are going, and the fact that he's only taken 2 jabs in this no-round round, he doesn't even really need character experience because like they will all look the same at this point.
I was going to say, a lot of the matchup experience that you need against Hwoarang is on defense. Well, let me just never go there.
Yeah.
And Spillage did go back to character select, which I believe is going to mean... Oh.
Mashima's, huh? Electrics, huh?
Is this guy actually Speed Kicks? Speed Kicks Light?
Might be.
Because I know Speed Kicks has Mishimas on deck.
He does. But of course, Speed Kicks can play like half the cast.
This is true. He's a nerd.
You could rude. You could have gave him the full pass if he would have came out with a Miguel or a Kazumi, but
this is true.
Kazi, close enough.
I respect the heck out of Speed Kicks though. That guy puts in a lot of work.
You better.
Especially in today's Tekken scene. It's so competitive, man.
But he's not here right now. We still have game 2 with Hutch, taking more damage than he took in the entire last game, but coming over the top of this Kazi.
He may find some great use of not needing to get closer before he starts doing anything on offense. His character has a lot of great counter hit potential, tracking potential that he can do from a range 1.5 to... I'm just going to keep talking and hope that maybe he does something to that degree.
Something like that? If at first it don't succeed, Nabara's going to succeed. Make sure we get the full confirm this time.
Wow, standing 1-2. Or down forward 1-2. I don't know. I can't remember.
We hitting buttons.
I don't play this character.
You don't need to admit that, though.
Yeah, this is looking really good.
I don't even think I need to say so much that Hutch has like a real read on Spillage. It's just his basic plan, like his literal fundamentals are just working against Spillage. Just playing from the mid range, like you were saying. Whenever he finds himself in a bad situation, like he immediately was looking for a backdash. Spillage was looking for a lot of short range moves, throws as well. He's just the only time Spillage hit him was intercepting Hutch on the way in. Other than that, couldn't get any game started.
Yeah, not the best looking stuff right there for Spillage, but that'll be the end of his run. Glad to see him come out here. I don't know what his business is at... Let me read this again. It's just one of those days. SFGE.
Southern Fried Gaming Expo.
Southern Fried Gaming Expo. I don't know what he was here for, but glad that he stopped by. You know, there are actually some people who came just for +2.
Yeah, because this is the monthly this month for +2.
Yeah, this is. If you couldn't make it to join us this time around, we missed you, but hope to see you next month.
So since you had your phone out earlier, who's Pleasant Man playing against? Do you know?
Nah, man. I don't know.
Oh, my gosh.
I got pinged for school stuff. I'm trying to graduate, dog.
Really?
Yeah.
How much longer you got?
Looking to graduate in December.
Okay. With what?
A major in public relations and a minor in marketing.
So you're going to talk to people and sell them stuff?
It looks that way. I could be less happy about it.
I don't think so. Not with the way you sound.
It's only because I just want to play video games for the rest of my life, man.
Just going to slam them on my prints like that, man? I kind of
What'd you get?
Huh?
What print? Is that the Star Fox here I see? Oh, it was the R-Wing.
Yeah, I got the Star Fox print. And then I also got Pocky and Rocky.
Oh, my God. That game is great.
Yeah, man.
I love that game.
This shirt was part of GDQ.
Really?
Part of their drive, yeah. It was on the Yeti. And I know I'm doing a little bit of plugging, but I bought this shirt last week. And I happened to walk by and I saw it. And I was like, well, since this guy is here, I might as well get the print.
Well, at the booth beside them, and I don't know the artist's name. I wish that I did. There was a Samus print.
Right.
And it was just fantastic.
Would you believe me if I told you I'm like twice your age and I've never played a Metroid game?
That's totally understandable.
Now, it's kind of crazy because I own Metroid and Metroid 2, and when I had a Wii, I had Super Metroid on there. But I've literally never played a Metroid game.
Well, let me tell you why that's okay. Metroid 1 and Metroid 2 are not that great.
Okay.
Super Metroid is good.
Yeah.
But when you're given the choice of just sitting down and immediately playing a game at its full capacity and doing something that, as you're younger, you might consider to be a job of a game, I can understand. Nowadays, if you said, dang, I really want to play a Metroid, you can probably sit back down and play it. That's what it took for me. I didn't play one until last year.
Better late than never.
That being said, yes, you are twice my age. Just about. And we have the Bradleyest Steve up here fighting Pleasant Man.
What do you know about? What can you tell me about the Bradleys?
The Bradleyest used to go by Tarkus and was a Guilty Gear player. He was a Venom player. But he really likes Tekken, and he's quit Guilty Gear and just playing Tekken now. And that's about all that I know about him as far as Tekken goes. I watched these two playing casuals earlier.
That's not Tarkus.
Wait, that's not Tarkus?
That is not Tarkus at all, no.
I shook the guy's hand.
Uh-huh.
I said, yo, Tarkus, right? He said, yeah. All right, never mind.
Got you.
Dang, I got unblockable. Okay, well, I like this guy, at the very least.
Got all the mix. And he got the first round while we were talking as well. Jeez.
Hitting buttons out here.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it's not so much the damage, but it's the commitment behind it that has me kind of floored.
Well, you know, it's early in the set. Might as well get stuff out of the way. If you're going to take your big risk, show somebody that you no scare, I no scare. Get it out there early.
Yo, the gap?
Oh, it doesn't get the biggest wall damage. Just a weird hit there.
Yeah. I was looking for the machine guns, but he didn't have the spacing for it, I believe. Yo, and he was fishing for the parry as well.
Parry?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of common for Steve, but just round start parry. Maybe he still has some Shamsho in his blood.
I might be wrong, but I think it's only a high parry. And Jin's down forward 1. Yeah, a high punch parry, I meant to say. Jin's down forward 1, which is a fantastic round start option, is a mid.
Maybe he thought a jab was coming, man.
And maybe so.
But even with whatever decision he chose, he's still really good position. Over half-life, 30 seconds left. All he's got to do is not get hit.
He's got to chill. Oh. I'm going to assume that punch was safe. Just puts him in the mix up there from the slight advantage. And Pleasant Man takes the mid. And is that a stage select I see?
Yeah.
Yes. And now maybe he doesn't want to be so close to the character. Jin is a pretty flexible character. Can take his... And we're going to a small stage anyway. But Jin, like I said, he has good wall damage, but he's also good enough mid-screen and has great options there. He doesn't need the wall, and if he fights a character who favors it, maybe he doesn't want to be there. Back to Hammerhead. I wonder what kind of movement we'll see at the beginning. Decide which walls we're going to play for.
Oh, we're not going to walls. We're going straight in. Like those walls, like you do all this fluff to talk about the walls. We're holding forward. There's no walls in the middle of the stage. Like,
well, when you get the carry here on whoever launches first.
Launch? Nah.
Dang.
Single hit.
Dang, no walls yet.
Oof, okay, you got what you wanted. Down forward 2. Giving us a trip over to the garage.
Over to the corner. And corners himself. But Bradley's was going to have to fight from a huge deficit right there.
He's just got to put a stop to this bull. Like, Pleasant Man does not care about position at all. Like, close to the wall, sure, but you saw he didn't try to square up on him or anything.
That's true.
He just pressed the offensive.
He's just going to bully his way in and stay in. Yo, down forward one on the float.
Good
Ducks
duck.
the throw.
Not the
Hey,
second
his
one,
throw
though.
landed.
And, you know, that
mix.
kind of says a lot about his defense as well. Like, he has a little bit of awareness of when the throws are coming, so he'll duck it, but he's not ready to break it. So mid-throw is really strong against him.
I like that mix up there. And decides to move. That string is a bit of a mix up there.
Right. And Pleasant Man has shown it quite a few times. He's been successful with it lately, so it's just not on Bradley's mind at all.
That down back four, such a good low poke from Jin. Actually leaves him at +3. That's why he'll go for it a lot.
Fair enough.
And of course these trades right here, kind of cute. The peekaboo, or not peekaboo, it's just back one. He has a similar move out of peekaboo, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he does.
This character's move list is too long for me to even try, dude. Screw that. Good blocks.
Sonic
I'm scared.
Smash.
Somebody's about to get hit hard right here.
It's possible. But, I mean, really, it takes,
Whiff
like,
on the can-can.
I was going to say, it takes a lot of whiff punishing that could happen. And there's things that have been put on the table nothing's really done magic for. Left try, but a low parry. Enough to take the round.
Not quite.
Looking for the mid, goes low
And
on the
down
rebound.
four. Down four. It's such long range, man. Why did they let this character have that? Character with some of the best movement and some of the best pokes already. Let's tack an extra one on there.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. They just wanted to make solid characters. Made them pretty good.
They did a good job with him. I did see somebody on Twitter today. They said, hot take, Jin is mid-tier. I was like, I've heard everything against this argument. And the discourse in the thread,
Right?
it was solely shit posting.
You know what the funny thing is? Tekken's a 3D game. What difference does that make? I say that because, and I tell this to people all the time, Tekken is the kind of game, all 3D games are like this, where they really build the fundamentals first, they build the mechanics of the game, and they build the characters around it. So, okay, he's a mid-tier character. You can still play Tekken. That's not the kind of thing you find in, like, 2D, for example. You find a lot of characters that have mechanics placed on top of them. So some of them can use the mechanics, some of them can't. Everybody can low parry in this game.
This is true?
Yeah. For example. So, Jin's a mid-tier. Who cares? Jin's a playable character. He's not in the trash can.
Yeah, and of course, some of that discussion as well was, oh, we'll rank you one with what was considered the worst character. Tekken is a very two-player game. Regardless of what tier you think your character's in, you can fight.
You should be able to. Not everybody can fight, because if everybody can fight, everybody would be winning everything, but nah.
This is some great poking game going on here. Hasn't really got like a, well, I don't think he launched.
No. Yes, actually.
Well, now we get this new Steve Rage art, or Rage Dry.
Ooh, and a 1-2 throw. Swapping sides, but
Doesn't matter much. They were about parallel with the wall. What was that? What did Pleasant Man do?
he got cleaned out.
He got hit. That's true. See if he can work his way back out. Try and play some neutral again.
And they play, it's starting to stand out to me seeing a bunch of that string. They've been playing very in front of each other lately. In front of each other in the sense of they're not ducking very often. They're not willing to risk it. My bad.
Hey, that's how it goes.
Yeah, man.
But you're right. A lot of highs have made contact on block or hit, as well as lows.
And he was looking for the 1-2-4 string again. Couldn't find anything. Gets launched one more time. Not enough for the round.
Last hit. Bradley's finds it.
Untie to shoot. And that puts Bradley's on match point. What a pretty convincing lead in the round count. Not in the health department, because he just lost half the grip.
This is some awesome pressure here from Pleasant Man. Catches him mashing.
Yo, the perfect.
Why are you hitting buttons on plus frame?
The perfect?
Don't say it.
Yeah.
All right. You did it this time. You're good.
Congrats.
Good Lord.
Magic 4.
All right, we're going back to the whiffs. What in the
No,
world?
we're getting there. Give it a second.
I reckon he didn't get the dash far enough after the splat.
Yo, double perfect? It's possible. With the throw.
Yo, 14 gold letters. He doesn't want to go out, man.
Nah. Dug all the way down to
punish.
put himself on the match point.
I think he needed the song power up, maybe. Clear your mind second.
Well, it's been doing pretty good for him so far. Gets the launch. We're going back to the wall for the third time. Can he close it out?
One mix. That's a punish, I think. Oh, no, it's not.
You thought wrong.
Wow.
Good idea. But, I mean,
Wow.
if there's a few more frames.
Elliott not giving up.
No. It was sitting pretty far down. 0-2 in the count. Going to be moving on to loser finals?
No, that was just losers quarters.
That was quarters?
Yeah, so he's headed to losers semis. I will say, as he is a former Gear player, I take credit for that win.
Why are you taking credit? You ain't do nothing. What did you do? Explain to me. Like, what work did you have for that? What was your value?
He's played Gear against me.
Okay. And what does that mean?
I've shown him how to fight Soul Bad Guy. I've taught him about the nasty required to play Guilty Gear.
Do you remember back?
He didn't give up,
Do you remember?
and I won that match.
Do you remember in the middle of season 1 when there was a rumor that they were putting Soul in Tekken, and they said they data mined like for air dashes and everything?
I remember hearing about that, and then I remember reasoning that it couldn't be Soul because Jam is like the only Guilty Gear player who would make a Guilty Gear character who would make sense.
You know Noctis is in this game, right?
Oh, Slayer would be sick.
He'd be sick.
Let me get Big Bang Upper as a just frame out of a command dash. Yo, Big Bang Upper would be sick. My man just. So what do you follow? What does the 6H look like in Tekken? Is it like forward 3 or something? Just swings that leg high, ground bounce. Let me tell you all about Guilty Gear.
Let me tell you about Shin-QR and Nito. Let me tell you about our winners finals. I'm done with your dreamland, your fantasies of Guilty Gear. I can't call it I really can't call it Zerd because Zerd's already a thing. I can't think of a 3D term for it.
Don't worry, the game is dead. Just let me have my couple seconds.
Nah, man. Your time's over. Because right now it's time for the winners finals, the Southern Fried Gaming Expo. Shin-QR with his Julio going against Nito and the King. Who are you liking to this? You said King's one of your favorite characters, right?
Yeah, because grapplers are sick. And pseudo grapplers are sick.
I mean, he's a grappler in the
Also-
sense of the 3D. Like, this is literally the grappler.
This is true. At any rate, this is also one of the most interesting stages in the game. There's so much geometry going on. There's 2 broken walls. Didn't quite make it to that one, but good tech from Shin-QR right there.
Why do I was thinking about this in my mind. Why does it feel like every time I see Shin-QR playing against the King, he gets giant swung?
He's got to give him one.
Spillage
Convince them that they can go for that option.
didn't take one. Spillage broke every one of those.
Why'd he lose?
Because of other things like dropping combos, but he didn't get giant swung. But either way,
I would like to pretend that Shin-QR is just a mastermind of Tekken. And by not teching that one giant... That was spooky. That was even spookier.
yeah, man.
I want to pretend that by not teching that first giant swing, that Nito is only going to do that from now on. First throw option.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Trying to step on his toes, but wasn't ready for him to duck. Getting a nice carry. Big carry, almost to the wall. I was looking for him to stand up immediately, proving you wrong because he's shown that he's willing to go for other throws as well. Get up. Good punish with the Wild Rising 4, but not enough
Block
to really
the
deter
mix-up
Nieder
right
off.
there. Take him to the wall.
Not enough
One
to take
hit.
him around just yet.
Goes for the mid.
Really useful mid as well because not only was it just a basic mid option, but since it hop, took away low kick, toe kick.
This is true. Let's see if Nito can fight his way back out of this corner. This is a really scary position to be on in this stage.
He's been doing pretty well against the wall. I mean, he hasn't gone through one just yet. Lost most of his life, so he's going to have to make a huge comeback. My bad.
And the
seven.
P right there.
What do I know about this? Let me just shut my mouth. Round 4.
Shinkor saying I'm not done yet. Says I want this first game, get my momentum. On the ground.
Slide of floors, man.
At least we're not vanilla Tekken 7. Infinite floor breaks.
Yeah. Somebody actually thought that was a good idea.
That being said, Julia's combo ability, she seems like she has something for every situation. Wall, floor. I'm sure if we were still playing, what was it, Tekken 4 with ceilings?
And pillars. Random cars in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Get a little P there.
Round 2.
All right.
Fight.
Maybe this stage working out better for Shinkor than Nito.
I mean, when you get a perfect, that says a lot because we can't really get to
Absolutely.
see the stage for Nito. He didn't get to play the game last time. Looking for another throw.
See, that looks like it should floor break to me, but what do I know? I'm not Harada.
No. You wanted your floor break. Taking it from the power bomb.
Misses the get up. Get up throw. Off the ground. One of those words.
Going down the stream, catching them, ducking 1-1.
Whiffs? Whiffs in each other's face, but a good whiff punish with a while standing 4 from Shinkor.
I was kind of getting the impression that his was more of a bait because he shorted it like really far out. So he's kind of coasting Nito into pressing a button at that point. That's how it felt to me.
Oh, it's the SF2 jab Shoryu from half screen? Yeah,
Pretty much.
I feel that.
But with that, that puts ShinQR 1 point away from going up 2-0.
Trying to take this lead as quick as possible.
Okay.
I believe that lunge punch, well, I'll say the Yun move is like plus or something.
You believe it is. You don't know this, but you're just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
That being said, Shinkor hasn't gone to it as much as other Julias I've seen.
Right.
This was a low damage starter. I think it was like a float 1.
4-4-1.
This could be one poke away.
It could be, yeah. He wasn't ready for
Doesn't
it.
tech it. What's the chain throw? Which way are we going?
And he let it go.
Just ends it. All right. And just picks it up with the down
The
four.
more I'm seeing this, the more I'm seeing like the throws pan out. I'm just getting flashbacks of the times I've seen ShinQR playing against Mike. That's where I see like a lot of the throws come from.
Huh.
And I say Mike, but it's really just any King. Like, it's not that he specifically does bad against King, but I'm starting to remember like various tournaments where I see him catching giant swings, catching them death cradles.
In fairness, like we said, King is a 3D grappler. His throw game is really good. He has ways to get in your face. He has ways to enforce those throws.
Right. That's
On
a
the
pretty good
counter
one right
hit,
there.
that could be the game here
It
for
is.
Nito. It took him 2 rounds and all of the floors. But he decided that he'd take this stage.
Oh, we're leaving? Yeah, we're leaving. Don't want anything else to do with that.
And now we're getting more walls. And it, oh my gosh.
So we're up. What's up?
It's just like, if you had like a Mugen, but for stages, that's what Howard Estate is.
Really? I mean, I've seen the lore.
What do you have, like 3 walls
Right?
and then a balcony break
Uh-huh.
into a tiny stage?
Uh-huh. You know, in all the times I've seen this stage, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've watched Tekken 24/7, I have never seen anybody go to the balcony in a match.
You haven't watched the stage enough.
Okay. Like, I've seen 1 or 2 wall breaks, but I've never seen enough to get out to the balcony in a match.
Will it happen with these 2 characters or these 2 players? I don't know.
Probably.
But the potential is there.
I mean, we're sitting over there in the other corner. There's no breakable walls over here. Okay.
And this round is looking like a wrap for Shinkor. Maybe he just need to hear Mustard for Geese.
Possible. It's a pretty good song. Pretty classy.
It's the mix. All right.
So
That's a neat thing from King right there. He does have a lot of unique options out of back turn, being a wrestler and all.
I'm just surprised he was brazen enough to go for it. But finding the back turn. The back turn tackle?
Beat your head.
Good break.
Attack.
And you see he was trying to get away from the double axe handle. Couldn't find the spacing for it, but still maintaining the position, getting cleaned up by the mid.
That's going to be the round?
Yeah.
All right, Nito found it right there. Representing some of the really unique options that King has, and shows
Like-
that he does know how to play.
Like the rage drive and the other rage drive and the rage drive. It's pretty good.
Yes.
Fast pace.
Julia pressure, so strong.
Yeah, that's a big, big break right there. Again, he's only been hit by one giant swing, but since he got hit by one, it's always on my mind. And that one on the wall right there would have been a game changer.
That break probably wasn't the worst thing for Nito either. He was able to regain some space toward mid-screen, but ultimately didn't work out. And now he is on the run. Of course, going to get those feet clipped.
Solid duck to get under the throw.
Good break.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yo, CMV? Yo, oh.
Nah,
That's all right. That's all right. We got two. It was tight.
but you wanted 3.
It may happen yet.
I don't know.
Nito's trying to take this to round 5.
With the mid, but
Not going to be able to, though.
nah.
Yo, did he just taunt?
What are you talking about?
I saw
Shinker?
Julia lean
Yeah,
up and win.
he's been doing that.
I just noticed it.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
Good Lord.
Where you been at, man?
Himself. I guess I'm blacking out like the enemy is on the KO.
Game 4.
Shinkor enforcing his corner, but getting counter hit out right there. See what's the mix? Just off the ground.
And he's been looking for that quite a few times, but usually he's been rolling away from it. But
That's true.
this time was expecting a mid to be coming.
Good Lord. Where did Nito's health go, dude? He just lost like 60% in less than 5 seconds.
Disappeared in chunks. Far too eager to move, far too eager to press buttons. Got cleaned up by a couple of counter hits. But I mean, it's not deterred. Goes all the way down the string, gets the launch, going to get the corner as well.
Good looking stuff. The mix does not make contact, and he gets
and he
eroded fingered.
He kind of did that to himself, though, because remember the last time he put him on the ground, like the big time he put him on the ground, went for the grab because he wasn't there. So it had to have been on Shinku's mind to move.
It's true.
Magic 4, no counter hit, but a rage drive, yeah.
Is that it?
Possibly. Power bomb.
All right.
That had to have been like no more than a pixel over, dude.
I guess if you get hit by blue stuff, you're in for a lot of damage.
Yeah. Stand up.
No break right there. Julia suplex. Yo, the movement?
Try for it again.
Back to the wall. Oh,
Yes, I like that.
There was that unique back. Well, that one wasn't unique, actually.
But the thing is, it's another attack. Like the last
Yes.
3 or 4 times he's put him into that scenario, Nito's been attacking from it. And so Shinkuar put him into it again since it's fresh on his mind. He backdashed, let him hang himself out with the reverse jump kick.
Let's see. Nito's going to have to change some stuff right here. At first, I was going to say it was pretty even, but Shinkor is taking his turn back for the most part.
And not only is he taking his turn back, it's a lot of adaptation to how he's playing. Like, you're starting to see a lot more movement come out. He's just being very elusive around the string. Another chain throw.
Yo, what are we doing? Where are we? Was that the end of that one?
No, it's not.
Huh.
But he only stopped at 2 of the last one as well, so he might not have all the inputs. Sadly, he needed more as he gets clipped in the toes, and that is going to be the 3-1. Shinkuar.
But not going to be the end of Nito. We'll see
No,
him
no.
again here in a little bit in the losers finals.
Right.
It's been a lot of fun to watch so far. You know, maybe hadn't. I mean, that was 3-1 right there. Didn't take it all. Didn't win every round by any means, but looked like he was having fun. Oh. Looks like we're going right in.
He's getting coached.
Oh man.
He's getting coached.
No coaches allowed.
No. I mean, it should be like that, but you can't really say anything if it's before the match. Think about it. Because he could have just been walking off to go to the bathroom or something, and somebody just happened to tell him what's going on.
That's a fair assessment. That being said, he's taking his time.
Yo, put the clock on him. He's getting the lore out here, dude.
My guy trying to take a new demi course out here.
Put the clock on him.
Yo, he faked us out, man. He got 1 foot on the stair, took it back off, turned around, and got the last bit.
Oh, man.
And a visual example of what a string looked like. See if it really matters.
I mean, he was getting coaching from the guy who just beat Nito, so hopefully
true.
it'll pan out in his favor. No telling. That's why we have to wait and see how everything pans out in our losers finals at the Southern Fried Gaming Expo. Man, I just keep looking over at the other stream. It's like OG, Smash 64.
Yeah, dude.
The Smash game I give respect to. Super Hit Stun Bros.
Super Hit Stun Bros.
Super Hit Stun Bros. That game,
Super Z Cancel Bros.
that's the game of death. Don't get hit in that game.
Dude, I'm going to make like an EX Project M Fox mod where I also have Falco lasers. Pretend that I'm playing 64.
Why is it every time we're about to start a match, you start saying some reckless stuff?
Because it will be sick.
No, that's not how I would describe that. That's not an adjective I'd use for that.
Anyway, 64 Fox is OD. But, well, I hope this match will be OD. I would love to have a hype losers finals. Let the winner ride some momentum going into grands. Make that one hype as well. Both these players already playing like they want it.
It's real compact game, just small pokes here and there, just trying to whittle somebody down before we get the first big counter hit. On the wall as well. Yo!
Rolls properly.
And I'm
Nito
only
takes that
surprised by that because we've seen Nito play 3 sets on stream now, either 3 or 4 sets, and that's the first time he's gone for the moonsault.
I think he's gone for it once.
If he did, I believe.
Let me say, definitely not his most represented OP option.
But he's looking a whole lot better in round 2. Is trying to find a boomerang. Really wants his perfect.
One touch and finds it with the down 4.
Round 3. Fight.
Pleasant Man gonna try and fight his way back. That being said, he's got a lot of rounds to play with,
Yeah.
so he may just keep on collecting data.
He can collect it all he wants. He's got to use it at some point in time. And until he got that hit, it was looking kind of rough for him. Trying to get some space ready for the
break.
Shining Wizard. This came up him buttons.
Nito
1, 2.
gave him an opportunity, but Pleasant Man isn't able to take advantage of it.
I mean, y'all told her to slow down, and he took the headphones off, just trying to figure out where he's at. He's going pretty slow right now.
If y'all couldn't hear it, he asked losers finals just to make extra certain.
He got all of the information, all the other information in the world, except for what part of the bracket this is in.
I gotta say it too. When he turned around and asked, he was smiling. He was pretty chill. Maybe he got what he needed out of that game.
I hope, because it was pretty rough.
That's true. That's very true.
Like, if he's got, like, some grand scheme, he better not go too far down.
I don't want to count him out, but you're right about that. Sometimes you go too quick to get yourself any info.
Fight.
Just backing up. I like this. It kind of feels like I'm just watching a traditional Mishima play. Back up, roll up, back up again.
Back up and roll up. That's the hot new dance.
Oh!
King is one of your favorite characters, right?
I think he's an absolute blast to watch.
Does all of his throws option select into any air throws? Does he have that concept? Or does he have to look for a specific throw and it just pans out?
To my knowledge, some of them do.
Okay.
I know that his the juggle throw
Right.
is done with forward 2+4.
Okay.
So that one could definitely just be an option select. I say option select. Yeah, it's just autocorrect. And Pleasant Man seems to be taking advantage of that data, maybe?
Possibly. I mean, he finds himself in a pretty strong position, up 2 rounds to none, but on the deck, half bar missing.
And his pressure from Nito looking so good. I don't know if you saw, but Pleasant Man was actually just straight up walking backward into the wall. That's generally a sign of being uncomfortable when you watch a Tekken, where neutral guard does exist. Missing these crouch dash moves. Weird stuff.
Okay. And a break. And I like that choice. Even before he went with the elbow, he went and realigned him with the corner as well, so there's nowhere for him to run. Just smothered him in the corner. On the deck. Hey.
The low. That's one of my favorite hit stun sound effects in the game.
Yo, it's just a bone crunch. I say it's a bone crunch. It really sounds like you're just crumpling up a bag of Doritos.
Get that rage damage bonus. Fight his way back out.
Yeah, he's gonna need
Nito,
some more
of
though.
course, just within one touch.
1 or 2, hold on 1 or 2. New game.
Oh,
From the Magic 4.
that I don't think is gonna be enough.
It'll be close.
Will it kill?
Okay, James Chin. On a pixel.
Oh,
yeah, ran too far.
just woke up.
No, he sat there and he sized it up. Like, that's something that you really got to know about your character, be really quick to assess. Like, when you have any kind of cinematic that changes the camera, do you get Oki there, or are you allowed to run up and do something? You didn't have the time for it, clearly.
It's very true. I think that's a balancing factor with a lot of the rage arts in this game.
Right.
Are they fast? Are they punishable?
Are they techable, which it is. That's the giant swing I'm talking about.
And that's it. All right.
2 big scoops at the end of game 2.
And that was a 3-round run back.
Yeah.
A reverse no round round.
I hate hearing that. Like, I really do hate that because the whole concept of, like, no round rounds and everything is like there's supposed to be no rounds, right? But he lost 2. Okay, he got 3 straight. You can take 3 straight, but he still lost 2. Yeah, I'm being that guy right now. But
You don't want to be that. The
I'm-
actual that guy.
I am no.
Not a Eunice player. Actually didn't pick up off the forward 4 that time.
I get the feeling he hasn't really been ready for it as of late. Like, he had the first one when he sat down on the stream a couple of games ago, and he's only hit no more than 3 since then, but he hasn't been ready to convert from them. Even with that, he still gets a nice pickup over the middle screen. Got away from the rage
with
drive
her.
and a solid punish.
That's that Tekken movement right there. Go in, get back out, and do a whip punish.
It's not going, it's rolling. You remember? Get out, roll in.
We'll summon your boy Shad before too long.
What about the Limp Bizkit? Keep rolling. Too old for you?
Just a little bit.
Sorry, man.
Pleasant Man, bringing it back right now. Similar story to the last game, though.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can keep it on the rails this time.
Hop kick is a good start for Nito. Corner as well was looking for him to
This is
stand up
low.
immediately. Nothing there. And you start to see a little bit of the fleet-footedness of both of them, like getting away from their lows, but nothing really doing. Just like couldn't get away from that one, though. Big arm, power bomb as well.
Put him in a rage. Got to be careful what he swings with now.
No, you don't. Just go in there and snatch him up.
Throw. Oh, you're looking for a block punish? He's not going to let you block.
Don't let it happen again. It would be a shame if he came back with the reverse no-round brown again. But, I mean, he's starting to get well on that path. Dashed up in his face.
Gosh.
Chain throw, but a break.
Break.
He didn't learn that from Rashid.
This is the electric. That puts a minus.
Ooh, Ooh, and he caught a move, and that's really big. Going to put the rage art behind it, and that.
Oh,
my bad.
again.
My bad. I guess I don't know what's going on. A little bit of a scramble. Wasn't ready
that's
for the
round.
throw. Jeez.
Last time that he went for that exact combo with the tail spin going that direction, he dropped it.
Right.
Got some stuff to figure out over the course of the next 40 seconds.
So you're saying he's
50
cursed.
seconds.
He's just got a cursed combo. Can't do it?
The can, but on back turn, does he have the combo still? Yeah, just simplifies it. All right. Not going to give it up. Got a little bit rough right there.
Yeah. Really scary. But even with that, was able to stay composed and finally get himself on the board. But now he has to fight through 2 of Nito's stages.
Yes, Nito, he's the one with rounds to burn now. Whew.
He didn't take him to the temple.
Didn't take him where?
He didn't take him to the temple. I figured he'd take him to the temple, you know?
I think this stage is like really tiny.
Yeah.
And maybe he is just interested in the balcony breaks. Because one thing with the floor breaks, you're not guaranteeing yourself the next wall. But on this stage, through some combination of pushback scaling or just having extra combo left, when you get that balcony break, King is probably going to put you on the wall. But he's got to find that launch first and get the stage position back. He's kind of worked his way back right here, earning some pressure.
Quick poke game. Could be the end of this right here. Down 1. Ducking a couple of jabs. Yo, bruh! Just a can open.
I got to say, though, Pleasant Man didn't give him many opportunities right there.
Right.
Every time that he had to end his pressure, Pleasant Man stole a turn back. No break. Quick little 30%.
Yeah, playing him in
down
the
to
ground.
70. One opportunity and the unblockable.
That's another one that he's left in his bag of tricks to pull out when he really needed it. Now Nito finds himself on match point.
I gotta say, that's one of the cool things about Tekken. You dig deep into that move list, hit him with the knowledge check, hit him with the option check, really. This is great looking for Nito right now. Other than that, weird camera stuff going on.
Yeah, man. Pleasant Man finally getting a throw. First one in a while for him. Swinging a little too early, expecting him to stand up, and he gets planted again. Tombstone pile driver. You said that was 30, right?
Yeah.
Big 30 to move Nito into grand finals. Going to give him another shot at Shin Kuwar.
All right. This is going to be a... I'm trying to find the words for it. I think that Nito may have spent a little bit less energy.
Possible. I could see that.
I hope he can't hear me right now. Probably by choice, but I'm trying to talk crap to my buddy. I think that Nito might have spent a little bit less energy on that losers finals than he did in winners finals.
Yeah,
so maybe he's trying to bring in a full tank of gas here. Maybe he has a full tank of gas to bring in a grand finals. And of course, he's going to have to win 6 games. That's a lot of Tekken. That's a Marta?
Oh, man. Oh, man, Marduk, huh? We going to be that guy.
Craig.
Man, Craig. Stop playing, Craig. But, yeah, I have a feeling that everybody in and around the Atlanta area, they're pretty versed in the Marduk matchup. And if they're not, with how the last +2 was, a lot of people really got in tune with Marduk. Because with the theatrics that went on there, they didn't want to be a victim of a Dez outing. I don't know if you've seen the video. Have you seen it?
I did not see the video, no.
Oh.
And I had to leave the last one early.
Oh.
So I totally missed it.
It was – you need to see if you can get Pork Chop to ever stream it again. It was an adventure.
All right.
It's pretty magical.
Shinkor definitely seems confident. Got some awesome movement, going for evasive tools.
Woof.
And, I mean, we'll see how this plays out. Like you said, Georgia had better figure this matchup out.
Got him on the wall, just throwing him off, but he's not really concerned about position at this point because any hit will do it. I guess 2 hits will do it. 2 hits will do it.
Yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
We'll see if this pick really meant anything for Nito. I can't really speak to whether he's more or less comfortable just from the seeing it.
Right? I can tell you from the bit I know, he hasn't tackled him yet, and he hasn't tried to tackle him. I know that's not like the only thing Marduk has, but that's a pretty core thing in his plan, if I understand correctly. Yeah, he's just kind of getting mauled over there, just getting carted over to the wall time and time again and just getting, like, picked apart.
Shinkor definitely seems like he understands where he can take his turn.
I question why that didn't hit. I feel like he should have, but he'll take it. He'll gladly take it. Caught him in the air, and he's ready for the float.
Interesting delay hop kick on Oki.
It was a setup. That's all you got to call it. It was a setup. It was a setup for him to take the first game.
Shinkor looking so comfortable. It looks like everything went as planned, other than that one Harada's finger moment.
It'd be like that sometimes.
And I believe that I saw Nito character select, not stage select.
Yeah, I don't.
Yet anyway.
I don't know if we want to try that again, man. I was not feeling that at all.
I'll say 1 round and losers, or 1 game and losers. That's an expensive try.
Yeah. It's time he's not going to get back.
Gonna go back to an infinite stage. I want to say that this was one of the stages where Shinkor just demolished him in winners finals. Memory could be wrong. Like I was saying with Bates during tournaments yesterday, I've been wrong before, many times.
Yeah, you sure have.
But get out of here.
Blah, yeah. Throw it on the table.
At any rate, we're gonna see a lot more movement. Just moving. There you go. See that? Backdash 3, 4, 5 times.
And he's going to have a lot more options to move around as well because it's not just the backdash as well, but I think we're going to see a lot of the side steps come in because there weren't too many in the last game, and the few times that Shinku tried it, he got caught by a lot of tracking moves that Marduk has.
This is true.
I don't think King has as many, or at least it doesn't feel like from what we've seen so far.
Granted, he didn't get to play all that much last round.
That is true.
Nito looking very uncomfortable right now. Just walking back against characters, not stealing turns.
It's a DDT. But yeah, I get the impression that like I don't want to say he doesn't have a plan, but he's just really unsure of himself. Because like you pointed out, there are long times where he just feels like he's kind of going through the filing cabinet trying to figure out what he wants to run.
One thing I can say, and I'm not a great 3D player by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay.
But there are a lot of opportunities to hit buttons. If you know where you can steal your turns, do it. You better do it, or else you're going to be blocking for a long time. And blocking is hard. Defense is hard in 3D, man.
Blocking is not fun.
And, of course, it showed right there. He didn't hit many buttons. Maybe he didn't get the opportunity. Like I said, I don't know Julia to a T. But it just didn't work out, sitting there trying to block all the time.
I mean, there's a reason why we call them fighting games, right?
That's true.
Not blocking games.
This is very true.
I always question people with this. Can you tell me the greatest block in fighting game history? I sure can. Don't you give me that third strike parry, because that was for losers finals.
I mean, that is how they say it in Japanese.
Game 3.
Going back to Jungle Outposts, Nito found a little bit of success on this stage last time. Unless I'm mixing everybody up. Lack of sleep on this con experience thing.
If you want to give him success, you'd have to literally say it's very little, because nothing's really been panning out for him so far in this entire set.
Say, Shinkor didn't even get to make use of the wall. He just took that one so quickly. All right.
You wanted him to steal some turns.
Nito has some life right here. He's hitting some more buttons.
Got to be really careful with it, though.
Generic wake-up kick.
The push can't get the counter. He can't even get a hit from it. But a big interrupt. Puts him on the wall as well with the elbow
hit.
drop. Okay.
All right, Shinkor ducked and ate that mid, and this could be the start of things for Nito.
First time he's been on the board in a while. Got one of them lights over there, but 2 more. We need 2 more.
I believe that forward, forward, forward 1 is slightly minus, but is one of his tracking moves. I know it's a counter hit launcher.
Right.
What's the mix?
Caught him asleep at the wheel. Look for him again. No, sir. No.
Oh, juggled.
I want to believe that he did that on reaction. Even if he did, I mean, it was clearly the right answer.
Yes.
But I want to say that Shinku was just so straight on that, with not having any of the gimmicks. And with that, that puts him 1 round away from being the Southern Fried Gaming Expo champion.
And you'll notice that the first 50% were kind of taking on 1 knockdown into a King spring kick.
But we got a low parry.
It's really dangerous for King, the spring kick. It puts him in back turn.
We still got a bit of a chance, though. Lucky he didn't get whiff punish right there. Trying to see if he can find any opening jabs to get some space, but high again.
This is 1 hit, possibly. 1 hit for both characters, especially if he finds a blue stuff. I'll tell you what. If he'd had that first round in game 1 instead of game 3,
yeah,
we'd probably still be watching grand finals right now. He finally started to find his momentum, and no, you can't take hold of it every single time. But if you know that it's there, you get your brain all lined back up. You know, maybe you give him 1 more round, and then you start to break out.
But coulda, woulda, shoulda is something we can theorize all we want. That's not what happened. What we do have is we had Shinku R taking first place, Nito with second place, Pleasant Man holding down the number 3 spot.
Yeah, man. You know, they may not be the most recognizable players in Georgia. I know Shinkor may be the most famous out of all of them.
Yeah.
But I hope that everybody took away. It doesn't have to be the most popular players in Georgia to have some good-ass Tekken.
And with that, I think we're going to be wrapping it up for tonight. We're going to come in.
All right. Well, that is the end of today for +2 on Block, presented by Data FGC here at Southern Fried Gaming Expo. Didn't even have to look at my badge that time.
I'm proud of you.
I'm so tired.
Go get some sleep.
I think food is in order first. Are you coming with us?
No, we'll figure it out.
All right, man.
We got to close the stream, though.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you back here tomorrow. I want to say around noon, and we'll either have Crash Team Racing or Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. See you guys next time.